Hello, my name is Carla Salazar. I will wish to bring to your attention why bringing justice to death is effective and should be maintained as a high-profile crime corrective measure. One of the great punishments aimed at issuing justice is death punishment, seconded by life imprisonment in the current world. Many of the crimes punishable to death are limited to murder, treason, terrorism, and child rape. The value of this capital punishment is limited to protecting society and aim at protecting the government and the country at large of any type of form of threat. Death punishment aims to end the type of crimes and other crimes that puts a society at stake. Administering death penalty should be considered in cases of monstrous crimes. Have you ever thought about the value of this capital punishment in protecting society? Correcting people by using the death penalty is a way of installing fear in society to ensure that no other person will attempt to commit an offense of the same crime. It is a corrective method that can create great fear and concern amongst people with proper information to let them know to avoid these type of crimes. This is because the individual fear the fact of their life coming to an end. If we go by the assumption that the measure of this, it can be applicable to them in crimes such as murder cases and child rape, will be escalated. Also, in case of if an individual is facing life in prison, in that case, there is a possibility of never making the person refrain from the harmful behavior because they are interacting with other people in prison. In life imprisonment does the work, it will be necessary to narrow it down to death to serve as an example to those ignorant in regards of stopping their evil behavior with these crimes. Several laws ensure the death penalty is served to the right person. For instance, one of the regulations states that the corrective measure can only be imposed in the person whose crime has been established with proof, making the death penalty the only disciplinary action. 30 out of the 50 states in the U.S. has the death punishment legal. The application of the measure is made to the person who rightfully deserves it. It may appear brutal to some people who have never been victims, but you cannot compare their death with the victims and the family of the victims suffering from the crimes. Rendering economically and socially productive people by hospitalizing them makes no use to the society and fit into the rest. The measure is more with can be reversed back into initial behavior is not applicable. If someone is obsessed with doing a particular form of offense, making them stopping their behavior by putting them in a rehabilitation center does not offer a solution. It is believed that a habit is same as to nature. Those it's the character as changing it will take more suffering by the people. Barack Obama used to say that the death penalty can be very disturbing, but in this case, it is how many more productive people in the society can be ready to lose more than one person of change of behavior, or how many children will suffer from rape in the hand of someone you know to realize the level of impact. Maybe by experiencing the brutality, other people may be able to change their minds in regards of death punishment, of obtaining such behavior for good with any loopholes. I wish to conclude by stating, by applying the death penalty as a corrective measure will serve as purpose as bringing justice to both the innocent and society and the criminals. Transformation of the information can take a few years to those who are rightfully charged are served with justice. In my perspective, death punishment should be maintained in society to make certain justice is served to the people. The community is well guarded in criminal cases and the doers are reduced in.